G'day, and welcome back to... What was it called again? Oh yeah, 1000 Lies. I forgot what the game was called. Where we were, if I recall, sneaking around a playground, trying to pounce on a girl. Yeah, it's not a good look for you, mate. You might want to shake that habit. It's not a very good one to keep. Either way, this is giving me an aneurysm. Yeah, you're meant to be waiting for someone around you, someone's meant to show up. The art's good, but the concept's not so much. There are too many cliches. I'm starting to wonder if they're all actually parodies. Maybe she's mocking me, or maybe these are clues of some kind. While busy putting my detective skills to the test, I slip on something and lose my balance. Looking down, I find that the culprit is a common drawing pencil. That's weird. I saw her using this a minute ago. For her to drop it like that, she must have been in a pretty big hurry. Then I realised something. I have a thought. This happened to me at the pond too. I was talking out loud when, without noticing, she must have heard me while I was rambling behind the tree, and I must have scared her. That must be why she ran away. She has to be involved with that email business. What makes you think it's that person? It could be another person. She ran away because I was about to catch her. Right, keep telling yourself that. Okay, I can't let things end like this, right? We have unfinished business, my dear nameless artist. Fade to black. Where are we? No, wait, what am I doing? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I just got caught up in all of the excitement. Let's just say that sometimes I get lost in thought and maybe lose control of myself. It's because of those kinds of situations that I'd rather take things slowly and consider my options first. When I decide to improvise, nothing good ever comes of it. Improvising can be good, cover all sorts of stuff. You never know what you might come up with. Could be good, could be bad, could be great, could be worse. You could dig yourself a hole, or you could create a mound out of that hole and climb onto it. If that makes sense. Making up as I go anyway. And we fade back again. After leaving the playground, I tried to catch up with the mysterious girl before I lost sight of her, while also trying to be careful as not to let her see me. I couldn't just approach her with other people around. They might get the wrong idea if she goes on the defensive or accuses me of something. Finding the ideal moment was essential, although I think my decision was bad since I decided to. Hide inside a cardboard box. Yeah, that deserves a facepalm. Where did you find that box? Was there just a box there conveniently for you to get in? Like in that one kids game, every time she'd make an unexpected movement, I'd stop and conceal myself under the best possible camouflage ever. It was an easy task considering my 35 years of experience as a triple agent for some of the most important spy agencies in the world. Well, no, to be honest, it was just an excuse to spy on someone while hiding inside a cardboard box. It was on my bucket list, my intentions were good, and that's all that matters, right? It was a pity that everyone kept pointing me out. It sure didn't help my stalking. What's the problem with people who like hiding in cardboard boxes? If it becomes a trend, you'll all come begging for me to help. I don't think that will become a trend. Do your friends come and see you? Either way, you should probably just stay at the park more than anything. Still, I have to say that was incredibly uncomfortable. It's a good thing that I'm the kind of person who follows his convictions through to the end, no matter what. That can also be a bad thing. By staying well hidden, I was able to continue following my target. After changing streets, the target changed directions at an intersection and went down a street I knew well. since I usually take it on my way to school. It was hard to keep up with her the whole way. I'm not good at sports, in fact, I'd say I'm below average, as far as proficiency is concerned. Not that it's easy to sprint while wearing a box. But that girl seems to be competing for the 20-kilometer power walking Olympic gold medal. Why was she in such a hurry? We passed by a flight of stairs that would have been a good place to stop, take the stairs down and return home. I even live nearby too. What a pity that my common sense was turned off out of range. Maybe the cardboard box stopped the connection from getting through. Finally we reached an apartment block, forcing me to leave my companion cube behind. I discreetly followed behind her and used my foot to catch the door before it slammed shut. Then I snuck into the lobby. This does not sound like it's going to end well. You know, if you get fined for stalking, I'm pretty sure there's a possible jail sentence too. Depends what country you're in. In for a dime, in for a dollar. By then, I'd probably lost sight of my objective. Look, build up. What are we preparing for? I ran up the stairwell as quickly as I could while my target used the elevator and found myself in front of the apartment she entered only moments ago. The pursuit should have ended there, but then she came back out of the apartment. It took less than a minute for her to reappear, having left all of her art supplies inside. Luckily, I was hidden out of sight in the stairwell. Imagine my surprise when she not only walked away, but also left her apartment door ajar. And you went inside, didn't you? The thing is, I've never been good when it comes to resisting temptation, so I took a small peek inside. I saw a single light on in one of the rooms. That brings me to now. I'm shamelessly breaking into a girl's apartment. I was drawn to the light like a moth to a flame, seeing the rest of the apartment was veiled in darkness. She definitely lives here. The walls are filled with pictures of her friends and family. It's a bit messy overall, but my room's still worse. At least here I can actually see the floor. She even has some sports trophies on display. The closest thing to trophies you can find in my room is a figure collection. Worst of all, I can't find any clues to the mystery. My package definitely isn't here, and there isn't any evidence that she knows me somehow. I shrugged for deciding to leave, but not for returning the pencil I found at the playground and placing it on her desk. I figured it's the least I can do. At first I thought about leaving it with the rest of her art supplies, but I couldn't find them on the desk. So on the desk it goes. That's it. I make my way through the darkness and out of her apartment, quietly grumbling and wondering how I can be so unlucky. The front door is difficult to open, even using my full strength, because the frame is close to the door, making it resistant to movement, but carefully I managed to quietly open the door. Oh hi, I was returning a pencil. Isn't it hilarious how easy I can just close the door again? Sweat is suddenly pouring down my body quicker and harder than any monsoon. She, the mysterious artist, is now standing on the other side of the door. Now that it's weird considering this is her home, but why'd she come back so soon? Why is she always in such a hurry? Calm down, Sharon, calm down. She's outside and she saw you, but it isn't the end of the world. I've got it. I can jump out through the window. It's only on the top floor, and I can fly away. Yes, fly away. You don't have wings. I don't think it's gonna work somehow. What am I saying? I don't know. What are you saying? The adrenaline rush isn't letting me think clearly. My mind is foggy and it feels like my thoughts are at odds with each other. On one hand, there's a chance that she's the culprit of the malevolent email. If that's the case, then she won't think that it's weird that I'm here, and we can talk it through. On the other hand, she might not have anything to do with it, and it will look like I'm a common thief who sneaked into my victims' homes. I have to take everything into careful consideration. In some places, they'd take me out back and shoot me for being here. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. Yes, an idea. It isn't a good one. I know, but it's better than trying to fly away, and that's good enough for me. Actually, I don't even know if it will help me, but already too late. But it's already too late. I have to try. I take a deep breath, release it, and then brace myself to speak quickly enough that the others won't have a chance to respond until I'm done. I love in the name of freedom. This is the second floor, not third, right? You call me sure build weird houses. Oh, so you're gonna act like an insane person. In America, we build real houses with first floors, none of that ground floor crap. And why you gotta call it a ground floor anyway? It's got a fucking proper floor, don't it? Who even calls it that? Speak American, why don't you? No hard feelings, right? I come in peace. Don't you all worry. I'm from America, and America is the gospel of the new world. As long as you believe in freedom, so too will you believe in you. Everyone is American at heart. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. If you exist, America will come for you all. Freedom is just like real American hamburgers everywhere. Every man, woman, and child of the world is in a freedom-hating baby Jesus killing terrorist foreigner, kebab feeling the power of freedom in his heart is a child of America, a brother in arms. Won't you all let your brother into your house, your castle, my casa? Ain't that what your Mexicans always say? Yeah, you might not be pretending that you're crazy, you might actually be crazy. God bless this country and God bless you. This girl overwhelmed by my pseudo-psychiatric patriotic spirit, I thought it was about to say psychiatric rant, takes a couple of steps backwards, speaks to us, she doesn't scream, just ask who I am. I tried to really get into character and speak with the composure of a true American hero and grace of one of the founding fathers of the Constitution. Remember my name will go because I'm only saying it once. The name is John. John Mackenzie. Is it now? The lights suddenly go off and I opt to take the opportunity to run to the stairwell and flee like a hillbilly is taking pot shots at me. I would love to say that the miracle was thanks to the soul of Benjamin Franklin, summoned by my patriotism, who then destroyed the electrical system. Sadly, that wasn't it. It was thanks to an automatic timer on the apartment that turns off the porch lights after several minutes to conserve energy. It wasn't part of the plan, but I ran with it anyways. What I'm focusing on right now is escaping as quickly as possible. I'm running out of time after all. Soon the lights will turn on again and... leave. Yeah, I knew it. I was supposed to be a good guy. How did it turn out like this, and why did I ever think pretending to be an American was a good idea? At least I managed to get some distance, I guess. I'm cursing my bad luck when I hear the sounds of the elevator moving. It must be the girl trying to catch me. I'm already bad at improvising, but I'm even worse under pressure. I stumbled a couple times on the way down the stairs. That's just the risk one takes when jumping down 5 steps at a time, though. How unfortunate by my fear becomes reality. Right before I can sprint out of the building, the elevator runs at the bottom. There's no other way to escape the building, and is narrow, and each floor only has an elevator, a set of stairs, and 2 apartments. I could try to push my way out, but I don't want an assault charge on me too, which would happen considering my awful luck. I was about to run back up the flights of stairs when one of the apartment doors behind me opened, letting one of its other residents. What was the scream just now? It came from upstairs. Is everything alright? Well, the distracted tenant goes up the stairs. I take the opportunity to sneak into his apartment before he returns. Yes, I'm sneaking into another apartment, so what? Who even cares at this point? I've been having brain farts for far too long now. I can't think. After I enter the apartment, I push aside the curtain, sit in the glass doors, and the balcony and walk onto it. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the apartment, and I can't come up with any other way to escape anyways. Shrouded by darkness, I search for some way to make escape by the balcony. The apartment is only on the 2nd floor, so I'm safe to jump down, but I prefer to just climb down using a lower floor's barred window. I make sure that the fall is less than 3 feet and... I'm out. Surprisingly, my escape went smoother than expected, it's almost too easy. I can't believe it as careless caressed my right leg. I expected an ache from the pressure of that jump. Thankfully, everything seems fine, and I'm staying harm. I stopped wasting time and begin running, overjoyed the whole way home. Everything happened so fast, I tried to convince myself that it was all just a bad dream, and tomorrow I'll forget about it. For some reason though, I can't stop laughing. Transition. Oh, we're up to chapter 2. Just what I need. I'm tired and school isn't exactly my favourite place in the world. What is it? What is it? Even missing to become a real hell on earth. What is it missing? I don't know. They're laughing. Why? I'm not two people, I can't do that.
Wait, give me a second. My sides hurt too much. So you decided to go to the playground and found a girl there? Then you followed her around while hiding inside a cardboard box. Snuck into her apartment and down her room like some kind of pervert. And she caught you and pretended to be an American. Finally you ran away and snuck into someone else's apartment and then jumped off their balcony for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's right. Very funny. It's not like I wanted to tell Mr. and Mrs. Snoopy what happened yesterday, but they kept asking questions when they noticed I was acting like myself. When I wasn't acting like myself. That's what you get from wild animals. They have good instincts. Seriously, I don't really have a problem letting people know about my life. I just always end up regretting it at the end of the day if those two find out I never learn. It's actually funny, company hero. You're always complaining about how I seem like a foreigner because I mix languages, and now you've pretended to be, who, John Sampton? Don't remind me, what a joke. My terrible accent only made it worse. I didn't even try to put an accent on it. For one, I envy your linguistic ability, but don't get used to it. Not really. I'm only confident about it because I've lived abroad, that's all. Let's just get to the point already, Char. What's important to us is as men. That girl. On a scale of 1 to 10. Now, what was she? What? Do you really believe that I had time to notice that? From your reaction, I'd say she was at least a solid 8. I decided not to answer that, and instead raised an eyebrow, hoping that it would be enough to deter Ozzy from pushing further. Sadly, I'm wrong. More than an 8 out of 10. Come from someone so picky about real girls. She must look like an angel on earth. Can't wait to meet you, sexy soother of troubled souls. Yeah, whatever you reckon. It makes no sense to assume that there's any logic to Ozzy's crazy imagination. Luckily, the teacher finally comes into the room and instructs everyone to go to their seats. Based on the way Ozzy and Ziva say goodbye to me, I don't think they'll be leaving me alone today. Transition. The bell signalling the start of recess sounds like a celestial choir to my ear. Everyone shovels out of the classroom in search for somewhere to take a break. However, I know that my own freedom won't come as easily. The teacher calls out to me before I can leave. The old friendly literature teacher stands up and pulls me aside, ensuring that no one else can eavesdrop on our conversation. I politely ask him what he needs. I'm pretty surprised when he pulls me aside in the first place, actually.
Well, it's about the last assignment you had in class. The creative writing piece. It didn't have an ending. Did you forget to include it?
No wonder it took me by surprise, since I forgot all about the assignment, but my teacher looks even more astonished when I explain that he already has the entire story in his hands. His expectations drop down to earth, and I watch him trying to figure out whether or not to make me write a proper ending, a request he wouldn't hesitate making to any other student. I've received special treatment for a while now, ever since I won a writing competition. The funny thing is that I didn't even plan on participating in the first place. Turns out someone decided to enter one of my stories under my name without my permission. From then on, everyone started to assume I'd become a famous writer or something. About their theory was only supported even more by my notebook writing habit. It's not like I hate the idea or anything, and I don't care what other people think of me. I just don't care about writing as much as everyone else wants me to. Especially considering that I haven't won anything else since then.
What else can I say? The ending doesn't seem
finished, right? My teacher isn't confident about how he should react. Oh, it's a he. He should react to my small interruption. He admits I'm right, but tries to soften the blow since it's not the first time we find ourselves in this kind of situation. I wouldn't put it like that. More like there's still untapped potential. You know, the ending is like the opus magnum of every story. If it fails to meet the reader's expectations, then... I find it fascinating that a literature teacher struggles to find the most politically correct way to express himself. I can only admire a man that respects his pupils so much. Still sometimes, just sometimes, I wish everyone would stop placing me upon a pedestal. I don't deserve this kind of special treatment. Everything would be easier. Write an ending. My thoughts are still scattered when I walk into the hallway, which is empty aside from one infamous person.
I've been waiting for you. How's my favorite guy?
Transition. Again. See if it decides to hang out with me whether or not I like it, and ask why it took me so long to come out. I brush it off as having to ask a question about the last assignment, but she isn't convinced and keeps pestering me as we walk outside together.
Do you want to grab something to eat along the way? You can tell me all about it, about your plans for Mysterious Girl X.
Sounds good, but I'm still not inviting you to anything. Who's Mysterious Girl X anyway? She sounds like a porn star.
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about that girl you stalked yesterday. You still don't know if she sent you the email or not, so you should figure it out. And no, I won't ask you to invite me, although a real gentleman wouldn't mind paying a lady's meal. Ozzy always pays for the meals, for example.
I do admire your ability to take advantage of others, but I can actually control my hormones well enough to take off the white knight armor. Not to mention that Ozzy is loaded, so it doesn't matter if he pays for anything, for anything. Why do you think I'm even his friend in the first place?
The worst part is coming from you, I'd believe it.
While bickering, we reach a small sandwich shop that's popular amongst all the students. We wait in line slowly but surely approaching the window where we'll be able to place our orders.
Forget about Ozzy for now. You still haven't answered me about Girl X.
Poor Ozzy. Did he do something to make you angry again?
You know what I meant.
What are you going to order? I certainly want to know what weird taste you have, Zima.
Don't change the subject.
Talking to you is like a war, where the smallest mistake can lead to a total annihilation. All warfare is based on deception. You should know that. I've already told you too much. The truth is that I'd rather not talk about this, else you might try to make it about psychology. You aren't my public enemy number 2 or anything. For nothing.
2. Who's the first?
Anyone who picks Bulbasaur as their starter Pokemon. Right.
Why? He's so cute. No, wait. Stop changing the subject. There's one more thing I want to know about that girl, and I'll leave you alone. Don't you have an ace up your sleeve? I plan to find out who she is.
I sit on my head, deciding whether or not to answer Ziva's question, especially now that she has just reached the top of my public enemy list. I can't come up with any reason not to tell her, so I shrug before spilling the beans. I won't do anything about it. I shouldn't have done anything in the first place. In fact, even if I wanted to, I can't do anything now. My hands are tied, you know.
So Nevertheless, I think that you probably want to do something about it. You're always overthinking everything, but you can't lie to me. You're just too embarrassed to admit it, but you don't need to pretend to be the tough guy around me, Onion.
Diva looks down at me, confident that I'm an open book to her. It's the smart-ass attitude of hers that I hate about her the most. Earlier you mentioned deception. Most people use it improperly. Do you know the difference between lying and deceiving? Don't start with that. This is just another psychoanalyst attempt, isn't it?
Oh no, I swear it isn't. I'll stick to the linguistic part of it.
That was a lie, but since I did fall for it, you could say that you failed to deceive me good enough for you, miss.
You could have skipped the cynicism, but yes, you're right. I wasn't lying though, you know?
That's for the judge to decide. Anyways, hurry and order something, it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Diva has been distracted and forgot all about the line. She quickly recovers and orders a vegetarian sandwich. The clerk tells us that we'll still have to wait for a bit for our food, so Diva and I continue our chat. Oh yeah, you're one of those veggie freaks. Vegans. Is that what you're talking about?
Vegan. The word is vegan.
How's the herbivore lifestyle? You get extra points for starving yourself more. What prize comes after anemia?
Hilarious. First of all, you still have a healthy diet without me, or your information.
That's a hell of a lot more difficult because you're not getting the same nutritional balance. Depends what you eat.
Exactly, this is something I do for fun. I take animal rights extremely seriously. You should at least try eating vegetarian meals before you knock them. They aren't bad at all.
The clerk brings Diva's food to her, which means it's my turn to place an order now. I'll have food. I don't even know what you guys have. Just stuff all the meat you can into a sandwich.
Hi, Ian.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was really insensitive of me. Please.
That's what I meant.
What, ask politely? Oh, you meant you wanted a bite of my sandwich? Sure, of course I'll share with you.
I gave up. You clearly just trying to piss me off.
Transition. We leave the shop with our sandwiches in hand. While walking, I asked Eva if we could stop and sit somewhere together. I exhaustedly flop onto a nearby bench, closing my eyes and relishing in the sweet respite. Eva looks annoyed and puffs out of her cheeks when I look at her. She's not angry, but somehow serious.
This is what you meant by the difference between lies and deceit, Onion. You can lie all you want, but deceit always depends on how much the other person trusts you. There's no deceit without a lie, but there are lies without deceit. In this situation, you're both the liar and the deceived. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're still craving a bite of my sandwich. Too bad, girl. You've already missed your chance.
I already told you I don't want it. That has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna make you understand.
Eva folds her arms and racks her brain.
Think of schizophrenic trying to describe reality. To do that, he'd have to first lie to himself about what he's seeing, but he wouldn't be able to deceive himself about what his own reality is presenting.
Are you saying all non-vegans are schizophrenics?
There's no use for him to distinguish between reality and delusion, if what he feels is totally different, right?
The tone of our conversation usually is gone. It starts feeling more and more like a lecture, and that pisses me off because we only have 20 minutes off for our breaks. Time we should have been spending thinking about class. And with that, that's all the time I've got for this episode. If you enjoyed it, surely leave a like. If you enjoy what I do, why not subscribe? With that said, thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and be sure to tune in next time. Cheerio. Seriously, why'd we stalk that girl?